So you wanna know how to make soft, light, fluffy biscuits? Let's huddle. For today's cooking myth, I wanna dispel this idea that to get light, soft, fluffy biscuits, that you have to use a grater to grate the butter into the flour mixture. I've seen this a lot. It's a really common tip. A lot of chefs use it, and I've used it before and it works, but I think it makes good biscuits, but there's a way to make great biscuits. In biscuit recipes, the fat is the main star. It is the lead character. Everything you do when you're making biscuits is in service of the fat. When you make biscuits, people always say you want to make sure that all your ingredients are cold. You want to make sure the buttermilk is cold. You want to make sure the butter is cold, or if you're using shortening, the shortening is cold. Even sometimes the bowl is cold. You want to make sure every single thing is cold. You know how cold it is outside? That's how cold your biscuit ingredients need to be. When you put the biscuits in the oven, the fat melts, and then the air pocket that it creates flakes. And so you do not want the butter or the fat to melt before it enters the oven. So you want to make sure it's as cold as possible. Knowing that, the reason why I don't necessarily think that grating is the best method is because when you're grating butter, as you're using your hand to grate the butter, you're softening it. And yes, there are some people who will grate it and then put that in the freezer, which that works. But the other thing that I have against using a grater is that I don't believe it allows the butter to create nice air pockets. Because what you want to do is you want to make sure the butter is pretty well sized. And I think when you grate it, I think it disintegrates too much into the dough. So what should you do instead? Use this. If you chop your butter like this is all you need to do. You don't have to worry about getting your hands greasy, getting the grater greasy. When I'm making biscuits, I want to make sure I can see the butter pieces. That's another reason why I don't really mess with grating like that, because I think you don't really see the butter pieces. Like, I want to see the butter pieces in the dough as it goes into the oven, because that's how I know I'm gonna get light, fluffy biscuits. In case you don't believe me, let me show you what biscuits look like when you just chop it and you go about your business.